Hi, my name is Ramon Jimenez. I'm a managing director at Apolaki Systems from Nashville, Tennessee. I wanted to make an introductory video to let you know a little bit more about myself, my vision and mission for the company, and a little bit of a history of my skills and my experiences in the industry. I hope you enjoy. So, just briefly, I don't want to bore you with anything that you couldn't read out of my LinkedIn profile, which I've added here in this slide. I have about 24 years worth of experience. I started out as a database administrator. I've been a coder, a technical writer, before I went into the world of actual implementations on ERP. And I was baptized by fire with the first Oracle hybrid implementations. And because I had a technical background, I found it a little bit helpful for me to be able to understand where the data was coming from and how to actually model the data. I have about 12 years of project management experience, and I've implemented it in over 50 countries worldwide for companies such as Oracle, Cummins, General Electric, Sun Microsystems, Hughes Space and Communications, KPMG, ATMI, Xilinx, and Unical 76. I even have a few government and federal projects underneath my belt. I was a architect for one of the largest Defense Information Systems agencies programs called the AFTO 22 project out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Also did the disaster recovery databases that were later on used by the city of Collierville and the state of Tennessee for interfacing with FEMA. This slide I like to call the convergence of how things came together for five individuals who were professionals in their fields and their cross-functional disciplines, implementing around the world. I personally have about 150 implementations under my belt, 120 of which were global implementations. And not just any global implementation. I wasn't implementing from Dallas to 17 different countries around the world. My team and I had the privilege of actually living and visiting those countries where we implemented. I lived in Singapore for about 2.5 years, about 8 months in China, a year and a half in India. In Singapore, 2.5 was because that was my base of operations to implement for the rest of Asia. I lived in Italy for about 5.5 years during my implementations in Europe and the Middle East and Africa. What does this mean for you? It means that you are going to get the services of implementation consultants that not only understand the legislations that are in the systems, but actually understand how the different cultures, the different regions, the different companies where you operate globally are going to respond to some of the implementations and the initiatives that you're trying to push through. What does that mean? Business policies have to change, which means it has an impact to the way things are being done in those regions, even though it's the same company, how it's being accepted, and how it can be made to be better. I have the privilege also to have worked for a big five company where I have implemented also globally, and also with the technical pedigree of working for technical leaders in the industry. In the next few slides, I'll be talking about the mission and vision of Apolaki Systems and how five unique individuals that started a company can actually help you achieve your long-term goals and a couple of tactical ones. So what is our mission at Apolaki Systems? We want you to have a successful project that makes sense. One of the key cornerstones to successful projects is your approach. So whether you use waterfall, agile, or hybrid, there's one that fits your team, your organization as a whole, your stakeholders, and especially your end clients. Also, we have to ensure that we learn and improve on your past implementations, making sure that some of the limitations that affected the configurations and the processes that you currently have now are improved and optimized for your new platform. Thirdly, we want to make sure that the goals are aligned between all of your stakeholders and the project goals. Lastly, we need to ensure that the requirements from your stakeholders, from your subject matter experts, are consistently and constantly tested and shown to the people in operations that will have to work with your new system. Thank you. Our vision at Apolaki is simple. Change is constant, whether it comes in the form of new technology, new clients, new legislation, or new trends. We need to ensure that we build this in to your project and the sustainability of the platform for future years. In commitment to our vision, I mentioned that change is constant. That means that with all the new trends and all the new changes, all the new legislations and compliance, such as data privacy, security, and dashboards, employee or client-centric designs, are always inculcated and kept updated in your current system. We can help you to ensure that there are controls and checks periodically, constantly, and consistently done to your system to make sure that you are running at 100% optimized ranges for performance and scalability.